Good morning, good morning, good morning. There we are. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
Uh-oh.
It's
Welcome
all
to
good.
Get Rich 101. I am your host, Sekouwritesdotcom, Rights, and I am a survivor. I'm a survivor of two strokes. The second one was a hemorrhagic stroke, which means that out of 100 people, 83 people did not leave the hospital. Did not leave the hospital. I'm one of 17 that left the hospital, and I'm still carrying on 2.5 years later.
Amen.
Ashe.
And you survive me every day. Right?
Yeah. Okay. So that's that. That's the basics. And let me let you do the intro.
Okay.
Let me let you do the intro. I gotta get some coffee, get some tea.
Welcome to Get Rich 101 with the hostess with the mostest, Sekou Writes. Sekou Writes is the money wizard. He is not a financial advisor. He is also not a personal trainer. He is, however, passionate, knowledgeable, and he's our go-to guy. Hey, thank you also to New Thought Media for giving Sekou Writes this platform to share his passion, his wisdom, and his knowledge. I'm his fiance extraordinaire, Fee King, and let's go.
Yeah, that's great. I love how you do that. I love it. I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah. So just a quick thing. Just a reminder.
I'm sorry.
What?
Also, we want to thank Mama Sekou
Yes.
and Rev Melissa and New Thought Media, because without all of us, Sekou, will you tell them?
And also Fee King. That's all.
Oh. And so you were going to say, as I reach for my coffee, my warmed up, my reheated coffee.
I was just going to give the warning. So I am not a personal financial advisor. She is not a personal financial advisor. Take what you get from your people, from your dedicated financial advisor.
I said that already.
Oh, you said it? You did?
I did.
I don't think so.
I said all of that.
I don't think so.
Well, we have proof.
Well,
it's being recorded.
We will record it later. We
will review it later. Come on, co-pilot. Come up here. Nelson's trying to come up here. Come on. He's like, don't miss me.
Okay. So what are we talking about? So I just want to talk about one thing really quickly.
Let's do it.
So so Fee was asking me in the elevator going out to run. First of all, she got me out to run. Y'all. I mean, because I thought I was not going to make it at all. for real. And you'll see why in a second. So I was I got up very, very early at 3 a.m. I just got up like instantly, like no grogginess. I was like, bing. And I was like, oh, why am I up? And so I started reading. So eventually I was trying to go to sleep for a minute. I was like, all right, well, I guess it's not passing. So I started studying the books. I started studying, how can I say this? A strategy. I started looking for strategies in books. I've never done that before. I've done that on Tim Sykes' website. I've done that on all his things. I had not looked for a book before. And so I was surprised to see that there were many books with strategies in them.
Okay. When you say strategies, what are you talking about? What strategy?
Thank you, Fee King. Thank you. So what happens is the things that I talk about become second nature, and I forget to dumb down.
Oh.
So no, for real.
Did you say dumb down?
No, that's for real though. That's for real. So strategy is what it sounds like. What's the matter? You don't like it? Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
All right. So strategy is just a way of interpreting the pluses and minuses of a stock market. And they got the reds and the greens and the way it's moving. You want to see what that is. Like you want to analyze. Like most times, you're just looking at it like it's going down, up and down, up and down. But a strategy is you looking for a specific thing within all the ups and downs, a specific thing that alerts you to something that might be
that might yield a profit.
Yeah, might yield a profit.
And so you found some audiobooks, some Kindle books, some.
Yeah, I found some. I just didn't look for Kindle books or audiobooks. I just went straight to books. So anyway, I found out that there were different market strategies. I was like, oh, there were books. I was like, oh wow. So I checked. I downloaded a sample of a couple books, and then this morning coming back after the run, I thought, wait a minute, maybe I can name a specific strategy. And I did that, and it came up. I was like, oh, wow.
So when you say name, do you mean ask for a specific strategy and it'll come up so that you can start to study that specific strategy?
Yes.
Like, okay, so what's the strategy? Can you share that?
This one is called a supernova.
Oh.
Supernova, right? So supernova is like it goes straight up.
Okay,
it's green. It's going straight up, and then
it sounds like money.
And then after, there's some money, and after a while, it's going to go back. It's going to go down.
Okay.
So what you got to do is catch it when it's before. Well, catch it when it starts going up and before it starts coming down.
So buy it on the way up.
Yes.
And then sell it while it's up and you make a profit before it starts to go down and you lose.
Or you can sell it while it's coming down, because my big story with AMC, I was waiting for it to go to 80, 85, and it didn't go to 85. And then so I told it while it was coming down. So as long as it's above where you bought it for, you can still win.
I like that. I have another. Can I make a suggestion? Yeah. Because around the apartment, you have books on trading, how to trade and things like that, which is very different from a strategy, right?
I don't know, what books do I have?
You do. You have books on trading, babe.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I'll pull them out today because I organized the bookcase over there. You do. You have several books on trading, but what I'm hearing is that a book that teaches you about trading and how to trade and maybe how to get into trading is very different from a book that teaches you a strategy and or how to create your own strategy. Do I have that right?
Yes. You
got it. I prayed for a man who read. I was like, I wanted him to read, conjugate some verbs. Hey. Okay.
Yeah, that's good, Fee. That's a very good way that you diced it out like that.
So here's my thought, and it's a thought and a suggestion, which is, what if you went into ChatGPT and asked ChatGPT for a strategy based on who you are, what you've already accomplished along your trading journey. Plug in all of the backstory about you so that ChatGPT can create a strategy for you. In addition to the book, just a thought, just an idea.
So ChatGPT, for those of you who are watching, is what's it called?
It's an AI, artificial intelligent bot app.
Yeah, and I gotta tell you, I thought about trading with GPT a while ago. Even before I was into GPT, I was like, well, I was looking for anything to give me extra something. So I went into ChatGPT and I said, give me something, and it didn't really give me what I wanted. I tried it a couple times over a period, and it's not giving me what I want. So I'm going to stick with. Well, maybe I'll try it again.
I have another suggestion.
Yeah.
Something that I've recently discovered, which is that light needs to be over there. Okay. Something I recently started looking into, which is Gemini. Gemini is a Google artificial intelligent app. What I find with Gemini is Gemini goes into really in-depth research. And you can plug things into Gemini, and Gemini will not only do the research, but they'll show you articles, give you data analysis, they break things down in a more extensive way than at least the free version of ChatGPT. It gives you more. So maybe try Gemini. They also have a cap, until you start paying, subscribe for the app, there's a cap.
Yeah.
I want to say it's unlike ChatGPT, theirs is based on time, like hours. Gemini is based on days.
Yeah. I'm going to check that out because
Yeah,
my phone has been advertising Gemini. It's been posting up all the time. Do you want to try Gemini? And I'm always like, no. But I'll check it out. Next time it gives me the pop-up, I'll check it out.
Yeah, just to see. It's good to compare. And I have to say, Sekou, for those who experience, because I don't want to give it a label because you don't have this. You sometimes will just wake up early and maybe you're restless, your mind is working. But what I love about you is that when this happens, you gravitate towards something that's going to move you from where you are to where you want to be versus just getting up and scrolling on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok from your cell phone, or getting up, watching TV. Instead, you decided to
Truth be told, I got up and I was like, and I was like, well, let me try to go back to sleep. And I was doing those things.
What things?
Doing, like, I was looking through Instagram. I was doing, but then I couldn't go to sleep. I was like, all right, so it's time to shift to money because money elevates my spirit and gives me something to focus on, So I focused on it. I was really excited that these things exist. These books exist on market strategies. So pretty cool.
I love that. And I look forward to you sharing more. And maybe I'll go down the rabbit hole with and for you just to learn more because you have books, by the way. I'm going to find those books. As soon as we log out, I'm going to find those trading Forex, day trading books. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, moving on. You gave me some bunch of things to show.
Oh, is it time to do that yet?
No, I just wanted to make sure we got it out of the way before we ran out of time.
Oh, okay.
So there's this one.
So should we go into announcements? Okay. All right.
Okay.
So I think we should do the other one first, though, babe, in the order.
Okay.
Do you mind?
Which order?
Melissa.
Let's
just do it. It's here. All right. So we've been talking about this for probably a week because it's very new, but it's also really dope. One of the things that I'm learning, and every day I'm learning something about, I'm learning more about publishing, self-publishing, and how to get your book seen, read, bought. Seen, read, and purchased. Because he did not write his book exclusively for himself. He thought he did, but he did not. And if you write something, a piece of material, whether it's an article, a book, a play, a documentary, if it's something that can help people, it is your obligation to share it. It is you're obligated to share it. Sekou, one of the things that I learned just yesterday is that certain organizations, certain entities will not even consider reading your book or allowing you to come in to do a book study or an author's talk if you are not with one of the 4 major publishing houses. And I think that is shameful because you are missing out, meaning those organizations are missing out on a lot of talented writers and authors and storytellers. However, Rev Melissa, Senior Minister of Rockland CSL, is not allowing her congregation of joy to miss out on an amazing author and an incredible story that will help you transition and transform your mindset around experiencing pain. And I'm not saying this because I know Sekou. Sekou's my fiance, because he was my friend for 20 years. I'm saying it because when I read book, I was blown away. I mean, to read words coming from a man being so vulnerable and transparent, I was just like, I share this with my friend Dwayne. I was like, I just didn't know that men felt. I am learning later on in life that men have emotions and that they feel things and that they can go just as deep as women. So next month, we get to experience that on a bigger stage. Sekou's been asked to participate in a book study, and this is going to be his first book study the entire month of May.
Yes.
Every Wednesday.
I'm so excited.
For 1 hour. And this is the first time that Rockland CSL Community Cafe, which happens every Wednesday, this is the first time they've ever had the actual author.
Yes,
for the book study.
Yeah.
And so that's going to happen May 7th and every Wednesday thereafter for the whole month of May. And May also is Stroke Awareness Month. Stroke Awareness Month.
Yeah.
So if anyone has an organization, a nonprofit, a workshop that's happening, if you have a loved one who also survived or unfortunately did not survive, and you are looking to learn more and to hear more inspirational stories, Sekou is available to be booked. I am his booking agent right now. I'm currently representing him.
Talk to PK.
That is one of my other passions. I love to spread the good news about talented people. So that's happening, and we're super proud and grateful. And you can get your book. I love that he now has ebook, paperback, audio. Say it with me: ebook, paperback, audio.
Yeah.
And so grab your book now so that you're prepared. This is absolutely free. However, Rockland CSL is asking for a love donation so that we can compensate the artist, the talented, the talent for his gifts, because he is going to pour into us in ways that are going to transform you mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically.
All right.
All right.
That was so good. That was great. So for those of you on Instagram, what we have up is
Facebook, baby.
Oh, Facebook.
Yeah.
We've got up
a
Hack Your Pain Now book study.
Yes, we'll share it. I've been sharing it, and then I'm going to be seeing Tyrone tonight, so I'm going to also share that as well, Tyrone, for the community, because Tyrone is definitely about community. And what I have for y'all tonight, Tyrone, you're going to be like, this girl does not sleep. I am tasked and purpose tonight. Also, that's happening in addition to what I was talking with Tyrone about. Sidebar: tonight in my Her Story community, we have our first April speaker, the one and only Rev Melissa, interfaith disciplinary minister, senior leader of Rockland CSL out here in New York. She's also a spiritual life coach. She is a speaker, and she is dynamic. I feel like I wasted a little time because I was late to the party being introduced to Rev Melissa, but I have caught up. I am caught up.
You are caught up.
I am in the loop, and I want you all to get in the loop.
Get
in the loop. She'll be in the community tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's absolutely free. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We do this twice a month now. We have a speaker come into the community to edify us, to uplift us, to encourage us, to equip us, and empower us in this community. So that is tonight, Her Story. Go to my Facebook page, Fee King. It'll be all over my Facebook page. Also, just find our group, Her Story. And we're there. So that's our other announcement. And then for those of you in New York City and you're looking for something interesting and artistic and one of a kind experience, we will be attending the Melanated Macbeth Night tomorrow at BAM in Brooklyn. Is Brooklyn in the house? Oh, I am really like becoming a fan of Brooklyn. I love, I love going over to Brooklyn. So that's happening tomorrow night. They have tickets as low as $25. And so super excited about that. It is going to be a African-American spin on the play Macbeth. And there's also going to be a party afterwards. And so it's going to end a talk back. So it's going to be really interesting. I'm looking to cover parts of it. And we're super excited that we get to go with a group of amazing folks that I've connected with, and I get to introduce them to my fiance tomorrow. Yeah.
All right.
That's all I got, babe. That's all I got.
That was a lot. That was a lot. You did it. You did the thing. So what's happening tomorrow at 8? You said 7 and then 8?
7 tonight. Rev Melissa in her story. She's our featured speaker of the night. And then 8 p.m. is a private conversation and information sharing with a few select people. It's not open to the public yet.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so only a few people have been invited.
Only a few people,
and they've said yes. And so that's happening at 8 p.m. And then 6 p.m. I am being interviewed on the one and only Erica Jones podcast, Bitches Brew.
Yeah.
And so I'm super excited about that. That's going to happen at 6 p.m. I don't know when it's going to air. She'll let us know. But I love all things Erica Jones.
Wow.
All things Erica Jones. I'm so proud of her. And there's enough for all of us. And there's enough for all of us to share that there's enough for all of us.
Wow. That was great. That was great. Welcome to the Fee King Show. That was great. That was great, Fee.
Oh.
That was great. So I don't know what to talk about now. We got it. We got it in. We got it in, though. We got everything in.
Well,
so what else we going to talk about?
We have 8 minutes. I would like to talk about something. I want to share a story. Can I share a story since I'm a storyteller? So I have a story, but firstly, I have a question. Who and what are you being influenced by? Who and what are you being influenced by? About twice a week, I get to guide a group of professional women through a conversation around commonalities. And then we get to go deeper and talk about things that are challenging for us, whether it's relationships, finance, jobs, and health. So I met with these women Tuesday in Brooklyn at this lovely Mexican restaurant, and we decided to take the train back together. When we got to the train station, one of the sisters she'll be 37 soon. She's in human resource. So every time I connect with a group of women, there typically is one who's in human resource. And I get to share Rev Melissa's testimony of how she was able to tap into her faith and joy and realize this is not what I want to do. I really want to do things that bring me joy. So I get to share those stories. This night, I shared the story with the table. So we get to the train station. And one of the girls, like I said, she's 37. And she said, no, I changed my mind, y'all. I'm going to take an Uber. I was like, are you sure? She was like, yeah, because I feel like there's a cold front coming. So we laughed because night before last, Tuesday, it was nice. It was not cold outside. And I said, if you decide to take the train instead of an Uber, you could take the difference between what you would pay on the train, the subway, $2.90 versus an Uber, which an Uber is probably
Reverend Melissa, you guys on this. You guys got her on it. You got her on it.
And what are you being influenced by? I shared with her, I said, you could take the difference between the two and the difference to an emergency fund. Yeah. And she looked at me. She said, girl, I'm not doing that. And she's so beautiful, pretty smile. And I just had to laugh because I also realized who I am innately is a little bit of a cheerleader and a coach all the time. Because my intention is just, I want people to be up, at least in my presence. I want to bring people up. And I realized that I've done my part. I've sown a seed, and that's it. My work is not to convince or coerce. She was clear. She said, I'm going to take this money and spend it on something crazy. I'm going to go shopping. I'm going to get another Uber. I'm going to buy some food. She was like, girl, I am not going to start an emergency fund. And I was sharing with Sekou. I said, in my 20s, I can honestly say I would have said the same thing. I said, but in my late 30s, no, I would have been open. And so the point is keep yourself open to the possibility,
Mm-hmm.
to the possibility of gaining more knowledge, gaining more information, and getting yourself somewhere other than where you are, unless where you are in every area of your life is where you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
Then you get to be mindful of complacency, because even though you're happy where you are, is there not room and space to grow?
Yeah. Grow.
Just to grow. And that's it. And I found that interesting for me, because prior to you during COVID and prior to Rev Melissa, I don't know that I would have planted that seed in her. I would not have thought, if she took, because the train was probably going to be, I don't know, $15, $18 less.
Yeah, something crazy.
Yeah.
Something crazy.
Yeah. But you know, she made her decision and it's all good. But I said, if she hangs out with me, she's gonna get it.
And that's thanks to you, Reverend Melissa.
Thank you, Reverend Melissa. Yes.
Because you put it on her. You put it on P. King. Now she's out here spreading the word, spreading the word, spreading the word. And you know, and I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to do it myself.
No, you're doing it. There's no trying in the doing.
Okay.
There's no trying in the doing. We don't wake up and try to comb our hair, brush our teeth. We do it.
Okay. Well, so what I'm saying is, I've been going across town to my physical therapist.
Yes.
And I'm walking there and back. Mm-hmm. And I am thinking about donating the whole $6 to my Charles Schwab account. Yeah. But I've been like, ooh, all right, I'll give $1. I'll give $1. That's my go-to. My go-to is I'm gonna give at least $1.
But that's doing.
I'm gonna give at least
you're doing something versus nothing.
Yeah, I share.
Yeah.
And,
you know, there's no, what is it? So I was going to say, there's no trying in the doing, but also nothing beats a failure, but a doing, right? Mm-hmm. You don't need it's not trying, it's just doing.
Yeah. Because
sometimes we get caught up in the talking of trying and we use it as an excuse. Well, I tried, but did you do? Right?
Yeah.
And you did. Even if it's $1, $1 is a lot more than zero. And so you're constantly feeding your emergency fund, or he has so many funds, y'all, at Charles Schwab. Yeah. I'm working on catching up with this guy.
Yeah, but I just want to make it clear to everybody out there that it's difficult. That it can be difficult to get myself to pay. Take that $1 out and give it. You know, it's like it's a little touchy. It's a little touchy right now. I'm getting there. I'm gonna make it seamless. Mm-hmm. But in the meantime, you know, Reverend Mel, you got me with that one. You got me with that one.
Me too.
You're giving away, investing the money.
Yes.
Investing the money.
Investing it in you.
That you aren't using on Metro.
Yeah.
On the Metro system.
And that could be the Metro for you, could be the bus, it could be the subway, it could be the train, whatever it is. And then the other thing is when we get a coffee. So I didn't get a coffee today. I'm going to, because this is not good. This coffee
is not good.
I was like, that's because it's from yesterday. Anyway. Success is not convenient, but possible when you put one foot in front of the other.
All right. That sounds like an ending. I like an ending. Thank you, Free King.
Thank you, Sekou Writes.
Let's do the thing. Now is better than perfect. Now is better than perfect. All right. And we'll see you guys later.
Here
we go. See you later.